Hello viewers, this is AKWasp and welcome to my video response to Runeshark's challenge, which is called Make It Back from Your Hack. And essentially the idea of this challenge is to make as much money as possible in 1 hour from nothing. So it's essentially like a from scratch challenge. It's a money making thing, and all you can really use is your skills. And that's it. And so basically the premise is, if you were hacked, and you know, a lot of players tend to get hacked, you know, just however they get hacked. If you are restarting from zero, you know, RuneScape is actually quite forgiving. It's not that difficult to reclaim a bunch of stuff. And so I put together a well, this is the beginning of what I actually think will be a series of mine, because what I'm doing here is in 22 minutes, or 22 minutes and 50 seconds as it were, I earned about 464,000 gold, and am at the end of the GE. And what I'm going to do from there on is actually make a bunch of, you know, subsequent videos. So for the remaining, what, 30 some minutes, and then try out different methods and see which is best, and also do different methods that might not require such high skills. So anyways, I'm fast forwarding this video because there's no need to watch it in too great detail. I'll basically talk through what I did right now. So essentially, the new Lodestone network update enables teleporting around RuneScape for free, which is quite nice. So what I did to start off with was teleporting over to Burthrope and reclaiming the Wicked Hood, which gives you a teleport to any altar, and it gives you a bunch of free essence. On top of that, I teleported over to Ardy and ran over to the wizard dude, who gives you 150 pure essence, and then I pickpocketed myself boat money. So went to a guard or a knight in the marketplace and ran south a bit further and got on the boat to Brimhaven, and from Brimhaven went ahead and picked the fruit off of whatever fruit tree I had growing there. I think it happened to be coconuts, and more importantly, ran a bit south over to Del Monte, which is a name I've always liked. It's a pun of the I guess they're a banana brand or banana plantation. Not sure what it is too specifically, but he gives you 50 pineapples and 50 cooking apples, and for whatever reason he doesn't give you bananas. I would think that would make sense, but he doesn't give bananas. He gives apple products, and the cooking apples are actually worth quite a bit. So that's pretty good. And from Del Monte, I ran over to my planted spirit tree and got over to the GE nice and fast. Sold this loot. And then use the proceeds to buy a rune pickaxe, a ring of dueling, and a pack-yak. The ring of dueling is used to get around RuneScape even faster, and the pickaxe is used to mine potion, or mine, what's it called? I guess sandstone or whatever, so that I can mine the ingredients for the what's it called? Potion flasks. And the pack-yak also makes that specific task faster, but more importantly, the pack-yak lasts for an hour, and pretty much anything that I would do for the remainder of the hour would benefit from having a pack-yak. Very, very few instances where something besides a pack-yak could be better. So anyways, liquefied my loot, bought these 3 items, summoned up the pack-yak, and unnoted 28 of the essence, and used the Wicked Hood to teleport to the highest or the most profitable runecrafting altar that whatever that might be at the moment. In my case, it was the Death altar, and since I'm already 99 runecrafting, I got a decent amount of, you know, additional what do you call them, runes, death runes from the experience. So between my 28 essence I brought with me and the 100 additional essence that come out of the hood, I ended up with 171 death runes, which I didn't immediately sell. The next thing I did was I used the dueling ring to teleport over to the mobilizing armies, and ran to the, what would be, it would be to the east, right? To the east probably. Anyways, ran over to where the sandstones are and mined up the sandstone. So 50 of them, or specifically I think it was like 27 and 23, with using the Pickaxe for additional storage, so I didn't have to shuffle back and forth. Went into the town, turned it into glass, banked it because you can only hold so many, then turned the rest into glass, made them into potions, and then what did I do? I believe, well, I noted them and took them back to the GE and sold them, and then teleported over to Lumbridge, which was beneficial because in Lumbridge they have the recipe for disaster chest, which sells a lot of food. And unlike what you might be thinking, the food isn't used for eating for combat, but the food is actually, again, to be resold for a lot of profit. Specifically the chocolate bars, which are available in there, which I believe most players use them for actually leveling up the herb lore. The chocolate bars can be used, I believe it's with the Herolander, I don't know how you pronounce that herb, but it makes for some relatively cheap herb lore experience at lower levels. So that's why that chocolate bar is in high demand, and you actually get about 90k profit off of those chocolate bars. And then additionally apples and the flour, which is also available, the stacks of those give you about another 10k each. And so after that, I used the Ring of Dueling again to teleport to mobilizing armies, this time for the express purpose of its nearby location to a spirit tree, which got me over to the Grand Exchange fastly, or quickly. And then I was able to sell my 3 items, so the chocolate bars, apples, and flour, so that I had more liquid cash. And from there, I ran towards Varrock, to the fountain area, where I was able to reclaim any auras which I had purchased. Specifically, I think the runic, or the greater runic accuracy one, will prove to be the most useful, but we'll see. Basically, any aura which you've purchased, you know, that's something a hacker can't take away from you, so you just claim them back up. And also ran over to Zach's staffs and purchased the maximum amount of battlestaves I could purchase, which was not 80. Unfortunately, I hadn't earned enough cash to get all 80 at once, but it was more than 40, which means that I was able to run back and forth to GE, sell them, get the money, and run back to Zach's staffs for more staffs, and only 2 trips and not 3 trips. And at the end of that, after I sold Zach's staffs and checked my coin pouch, and also price check the pickaxe, which I still have. Technically, I could have sold the pickaxe, but depending on what challenges I've got coming up, I don't really foresee that I will be mining anything, but maybe I'll do some abyssal rune crafting. And if that's the case, then I will want to keep the pickaxe and don't want to resell it. But anyway, so between the pickaxe and the actual liquid cash which I have on me, it's 464k. Earned in just under 23 minutes, and instead of repeating these first 23 minutes God knows how many times for various instances of the challenge, I'll just be referencing this as a beginning of every additional video, and then film the additional what would it be, the additional 37 minutes perhaps? Yeah, that sounds about right, 37 minutes. Basically from that starting point at the GE was just a Wicked Hood, the auras, and pickaxe, and then the cash. And from then on, I go ahead and I will use that money to purchase anything that I need for whatever instance of the money-making method that may be called for at that time, and go from there. Now, for starters, I have 3 money-making schemes in mind, which are Hunter, Runecrafting, and Ganodermic Beasts. Now, obviously, anybody who gets lucky on PVM kills and just gets a really high drop is going to get the best, profit or money making for the 1 hour of playing, but that's entirely luck based, which is why I'm actually more interested in the in skills such as Hunter or Runecrafting, where you can make a very decently high amount of money in a short period of time, that's not luck based. So you won't get as much as, you know, perhaps a Visage drop or something that's just crazy, or if you ran to Glaciers and got, like, you know, Glaven boots or something. Yeah, you're not going to possibly make that kind of money, but you will make very consistent high dollar amount loots if you are hunting or runecrafting. And just to, you know, I'm also going to be comparing it. So initially the three ones are hunting, runecrafting, and Ganodermic beasts. And I honestly expect the Ganodermic beasts are going to prove to be the most profitable of these three. And I'll include additional challenges if these prove to be popular. I'm going to do at least these three if they're popular, and in the man I'll make more. But anyways, I hope that everybody enjoys this guide, and if you have any particular money-making method that you would like to see me explore, leave a comment and I will definitely entertain it. Keep in mind I have basically max skills, so I can pretty much do anything in the game. And thanks for watching, and take a look at my channel for additional commentaries and guides. Hope everybody has a great day.